What's good, Super Savers? We are in Nordstrom, and this is the brand AG. I came in here to do a couple of price comparisons, and these jeans retail at $225. I like to do the price comparison so that when I post pictures or when I find these items in the store, I'm letting you guys know where to go and purchase these items for a lesser price, unless you want to pay the full price of these items in Nordstrom. Totally up to you. And this is the brand All Saints, and these pants is retail at $219, and that is Nordstrom's price. And on this side we have Good American by Khloe Kardashian. I believe she may have sold partnership with this company, but we're gonna focus on the price here. It says $158, so these can range anywhere from $158 to $169 to $139. This is the Good American, and they have a pretty large section right here for Good American clothing. And it's also going to continue over here, same prices, $169, and pretty much looking like the same over here. And over here in this section, this is the Mother brand. I'm loving this brand. I love their jeans. They're very relaxed, very comfortable. I'm liking this jacket. Let's look at the prices though. And this is saying that it is $258. Let's get a price on the jacket. So that jacket is, we did this jacket for, was that $435? Yes, that is right. It's $435 for that jacket. Okay, let me zoom out. Sorry about that. I apologize. And these are the jeans. You can see that they look so relaxed. I love their material. Everything just looks really nice and on point with this brand. And they're continued over here. It says Little Mother. These are, look at the color and look at the quality. Look at the color and quality. But of course, we're not going to pay that price over here on this channel. And this is also Mother. This is their brand as well. Loving these jeans, the styles, but look at the price here. So you guys can see the prices, pretty much where other brands are as well. Now this is Rag and Bone. Now I've seen their stuff popping up in Burlington, and their pants range anywhere from $228, or that's $288. My bad. That is $288. And we found another pair for $268, so that's probably gonna be their going price. And over here up front we have Veronica Beard. And like I said, I brought her bag inside Nordstrom Rack. Let me zoom out. And yeah, wow. So one pair of pants, as you can see, is $298. And for this nice jacket, okay, you guys wait for this price on this jacket. I'm just gonna say $800. $798 is $800. And this is the rest of her brand. And she has a very nice quality, nice brand. However, we're not going to be paying that price because we're going to go to Nordstrom Rack. So as you guys can see, a shirt by Veronica here is $378. Just one of her shirts, okay? And so over here, I don't know anything about this brand, Sync except here's Vince. I do know about Vince. So when you guys see Vince, you know that you're getting designer. And this is retailing at it's $6. Oh my gosh. $648. So that's $648 for this Vince jacket. Well, I didn't know that his clothes can get off into the pricey end, but he does have some nice items and pieces here inside Nordstrom. And I'm just showing you guys this because when we find it for less, I want you guys to, get your praise on. And this one is, as you guys can see, it is $3.95, but it's a nice jacket. But this is by Sync Accept. I never heard of Sync Accept. I don't know if this is a French designer, but definitely loving the style and the quality. Okay, so we're over here. We're in the Skims area. And you guys all know Kim Kardashian, Skin Line. And they do sell her brand in Nordstrom Racks. So these are retailing at $98. And here are some more pieces of hers, I guess, in time for V-Day, right? So these are retailing at $48. And remember I said that, so when we find these in Nordstrom Rack or another store, you'll know that this is the original price return of this video. Over here we have Savage Fenty. This is Rihanna's brand, and they're retailing at $70. This was retailing at $74. And she has some other pieces that are over here. Okay, this is retailing at $84, and it is this corset-like thing. This is a nice little sitting area. Apparently it's the fitting room, my bad. So they have the Skims and the Savage Fenty are side by side. The only thing is that you guys know, of course, we're not gonna get the deals in the store unless they're on sale, but like the website, you might not get these deals, right? And we have more Skims wear right here. These are just PJs, and the shirt is $58. The PJ set is, let's see. Okay, so these are retailing for $120. Let's see if I can zoom in on that one. That one is $128. Maybe it's because of the color is gray. The black one is $120. So these are cotton jersey. This is thin material, you know, but for the most part, I mean, the quality is really nice that Kim puts out. So I can appreciate that. So as you guys can see, they do have a sale rack here, but like I said, you're not going to pay the Nordstrom Rack price here. You're going to pay a whole lot more. So they do have sales in here if you want to give this a try and come in here and look and see what they have on sale and their favorite designer brands and name brands. And they also have 40% off of their bras and sleepwear as well. Do you guys remember Spanx? I'm surprised they still sell Spanx. So this brand of tights, they were at $45, now they're like $28. Wow. Okay, let's do a little quiz. How many of you know that when it says up to 70% off, that doesn't mean you're getting 70% off, but you can possibly get an item for up to 70% off. So these are actually 70% off. Okay, thank you. I just found the code. This code is $298. It actually is 70% off, so it has to say 70% off. As one of their sales person just said that these are actually all 70% off. And I am in Limited Express, so these are actually 70% off. And she said that because they say 70% off, they actually are 70% off. Look at this coat. These are the coats that everybody's wearing right now. So these are actually all 70% off. So this doesn't apply to the up to 70% off. These are 70% off. And they have so many colors and tops. So I don't know, whoever needs it, you know, Limited Express is 70% off. So we're gonna go into Zara to see what's left over of their sale. So they currently have up to 80% off. And so their sign says off select items 80% off. And this is what they pretty much have left. Okay, this coat is 80% off, and that is the price that it is. And it is 80% off. OMG. So what is my favorite saying on this channel? You know, if you like receiving 60, 70, 80% off, this is 80% off because everything is 80% off so far. These are 80% off, okay? So these are men's jeans, of course. And we're gonna look at these shirts over here to see if they are the same price as well. And for the most part, yes, they are 80% off as well. So they are 80% off as well. These are some cool jackets that are in here. There's a beaded one. This is a nice jacket if anybody, you know, would consider getting that for someone, especially for B-Day. It's a little bit on the daring side, but it's definitely nice. It's, you know, nice to be out on the town or game night or going out somewhere to an event. Nice jacket for men. And they have more on the side. They have some shoes. Okay, so I talk about a lot of times about that you should not give up. You can shop the kids section. I am actually in the kids section, and they have these little fuzzy shoes that everybody likes to wear. And this is a size 39, so for children's size, they do go up to, I believe, 40. So I think that's right. Maybe at 8 or 8.5. I'm not too sure, but you know, this size right here is probably a 6.5 or 7. Like I said, if you can get away with it, you can fit your sizes. You can. It's the same thing with their clothing, their jackets. Look, this is pretty. It's pretty big. Let me zoom out. That is pretty big. And they have these other shoes down here. They're pretty big for the most part. So like I said, if you're looking for flats and you don't see them in your size from a 6 to an 8, you can definitely check out the children's department in Zara. And these are boys, and they are size, I believe, they're 36. So if you're a woman and, you know, or men, and you wear that size, you can definitely fit those. And now we're going downstairs to the women's, and I'm going to be wrapping up this video. And we've made it downstairs to the women's area. So as you guys can see, they have a smaller section in the women's. It's just going to be this little L shape from right there to the back that they're going to have that 80% off. So these tights are 70% off, and this is how much they cost. It's like a great addition for V-Day. Unlike the, you know, the men's section, the women's is varying from 40 to 60 to 80% off. Just want to give you the heads up. So really quick, I just want to show you guys what shoes that they have hiding down here. They have a lot, and this is the clothes that they have in this section. So these are the jeans that I found. They're dark, and then I found 2 pair of gold shoes and another pair of jeans. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching till the end. So this is what they have out right now to offer you guys, and it is a mess because people have been here and stuff is falling off the hangers, but you guys get the gist. Next time that I do an update on the jeans and Nordstrom Rack, we will compare prices again. Until next time, super savers, see you in the next video. Okay, sorry, I know I said goodbye, but I just wanted to show you guys they do have this price chart up here in case you need help with the prices. And that is the end, super savers.